lights, camera, and action? No, not really, mainly just lights. And you're probably wondering, why the hell are you watching this? It's about lights and it's probably for vloggers or content creator. You don't even need lights like this, right? Well, let me stop you there because you actually might find them useful. I've got my hands on a set of these lights. And I'm not even going to try to pronounce this name, forget about it. What you need to know that the lights are extremely inexpensive. I mean, I've paid about £12 and then on 11/11 sale I bought another 4 for about £10 each. And means that's a bargain, isn't it? But you're probably interested why and why you should care. So let's take a look at this panel closely and I'll tell you why. This is a LED panel with a built-in 3000 mAh battery, so it's gonna last you about 2 hours, which isn't that bad actually. And don't worry, if 2 hours isn't enough, you can always plug the cable in and use a spare battery to provide the light and charge the device at the same time. It's very, very useful. Now it has USB Type-C, yes, I love USB Type-C, and controls for brightness and color temperature. That's brilliant because that's what's really, really important. Now the lights might not be the brightest and they're probably not great for outdoor use, however for indoor use or as a fill light are brilliant. And you can link them all together thanks to the horseshoe adapters on each side, and there is also a 1/4 inch screw so you could use it for a tripod. So why am I excited about this? First of all, they doubling for streaming setup. They are placed on top of the computer. It's actually lighting pretty decent, as you can see. Now, I know a lot of you are working from home, so having actually a decent lights for video conferences can up your game a little bit and give you that nice visual edge over your coworkers. Very important to make a good impression, right? Now, that's not the only use. I've actually successfully used the lights as a desk lamp when I was painting my 3D prints, and for my mini photography set where I could orient the lamps the way I want to take perfect pictures. Now, of course, you can slap them on top of the camera and use them for vlogging, but that's one of the plenty of uses since, well, it's basically a very small portable flashlight. But there is one thing that you can do to make them even more perfect. First of all, go on Amazon or any other supplier and get yourself a magic arm. What is a magic arm? Well, it's one of those really useful weird things that come with a single knob that you can use to actually regulate the arm. It gives you a freedom of 360 degrees and I've opted out for 11-inch one. They cost about $13 to $15 and you can, like I said, pick them up on Amazon. That will enable you to clamp the light to anything you want and orient it in any way you want. Seriously, you're gonna enable so many users that you're gonna be thankful later. I even managed to screw one of the arms to the bottom of my stabilizer or gimbal to create a portable lighting system. It's really, really simple and it works actually quite great. Now, if that's not enough, we can take that game even further. First of all, we're going to create barn doors. Barn doors are those flaps on the lights that are useful if you want to trim the angle of the light or decrease the brightness. So I've designed some of them that will enable a couple of uses. The building process is super simple. All you need is a piece of wire. I've used 2mm one, that's why I'm extending the holes, and then glue to put it all together. Now once you've got it in one piece, if your barn doors are slightly too loose, just use a super glue and keep wiggling the wings until the glue sets, so you could create extra friction. Now you've got yourself a clip-on barn door, then you can enable a couple of super features. First of all, you'll be able to trim the angles of the light. Something very useful if you just want to focus light on a specific object and prevent light from scattering. Now, second of all, you can dim the light even further by obscuring it. So if you reach the minimum dimness of the light, you can still obscure a piece of the lamp with the barn door and you'll be able to decrease the light brightness even further. And lastly, because those are clip-on, you can remove them, put a piece of colorful foil in between the frame and the light and create DIY gels for your setup, which will create different colors and help you with brightness manipulation as well. And now I have a set of really cool lights. They're actually so cool that I've decided to order another 4 for the total of 7, and they are on the way, which means I won't have to move them from my streaming setup to a photography setup and back again, which was something I was really annoyed by. I totally understand if you don't plan on creating video content anytime soon. However, like I said, they're quite useful, especially if you like painting models like I do, because you're gonna end up providing enough light from each direction to illuminate areas that you work on. So let me know what you think about these lights, and if you're interested, obviously everything that I've said and the files to print out are available in the description of this video. As for now guys, thanks so much for watching, and I'm definitely going to see you in the next video, hopefully with more lights. Lights? Camera? No, still just lights. Take care, bye!